After 3 Supreme Court rulings and blatant defiance from Republicans, Alabama finally has a fair congressional map with a second Black Opportunity District in place for 2024. If you're new here, we're Democracy Docket, and we've been covering this case since it was filed in 2021. Make sure to follow us to stay up to date on more voting and election news. Under the new map, Black voters have the opportunity to elect a candidate of their choosing in both the 2nd and 7th congressional districts. This is a massive, long-awaited victory that would not have been possible without a long-fought court battle brought by Black voters and civil rights organizations.
Hey folks, Dale Jackson here for Yellowhammer. Now, we've got to talk about how giddy Democrats are right now that they have essentially stolen a congressional seat. Now, congratulations to them. They've pulled it off. As you heard that very obnoxious person at the beginning of this video say, multiple Supreme Court rulings, and you've had all sorts of stuff going on here, and they have effectively stolen a congressional seat. Now, if you don't believe me, I think you need to look at what Steve Marshall is saying. Steve Marshall, I think, is making a pretty good argument right here where he says, okay, let's take a look at these maps. Can you tell which one is gerrymandered? You may be asking yourself, what's the Attorney General of the state of Alabama talking about? So I zoomed in here, ready? I'll do what they're pretending to do with this video out of Decatur involving the police. They claim to enhance it. And what they mean by enhancing is I zoomed it in. So here it is. On the left, you see the congressional map that we had up until right now. Now, this map is very similar to a map that was cleared by Eric Holder when he was part of the Obama Department of Justice. They had to get pre-clearance. The only thing that changed was the population. So when the population changed, they kind of tweaked it back and forth. Now, you can look at this map and you can see there's not actually very much gerrymandering going on. If you look at North Alabama at the 4th Congressional District, you might be able to say that's a bit something. But the reason it's like that is because there is literally very small populations across this entire 4th District here. And the district at the top, the 5th District, is basically where a lot of population is. The biggest city in the state is up there now. Before, that district went all the way across the state. But the population is now concentrated in Madison, Huntsville, and Decatur. So that district changed. But it's all just nibbling is what it is. I want you to take a look at the 2nd district. You can look where it was in the previous map that was pre-approved by the Justice Department. It's in the red. It's in the bottom right hand of the state. And then look at it in the next map. Now, you tell me which one of those districts is more gerrymandered. On the left, you have the map that was cleared by DOJ when Eric Holder was in charge, and now he's making money to challenge the map. This is the map that they came up with on the right-hand side that stretches that district all the way across, breaks up counties, and does all sorts of things. Which one is more gerrymandered? And if you say anything but the right one, you're the wrong one. It really is that simple. And if you're asking me, well, Democrats didn't steal a seat, listen to what they have to say. They think they stole a seat, and they're absolutely giddy about it. I mean, just take a look at it. That's all you have to do. Jamie Harrison, head of the DNCC. He's very happy, head of the DNC. He's very happy about this. He says, this is huge. We want to take full advantage of this new opportunity to get the best representative for the people of Alabama. Recruit, organize, educate, mobilize. Because they think this is a pickup opportunity. Because it is. They basically handed them a congressional seat. If they don't lose, if they lose, this is a complete failure by Democrats. Because they have been given this seat. It has been gifted to them. Okay, they gerrymandered specifically to give them this seat. There's no other way to put it. That is a fact. Terry Sewell, my favorite person in this entire debate is Terry Sewell. And the reason she is my favorite person in this entire debate is because she is continuing to act like she is absolutely thrilled when she is not. She liked the previous map. And if you go back to that previous map, the reason why she liked that previous map is she is the person who represented District 7. And if you go back and look at District 7 and how it was drawn before, here's that map, you can tell that it has more of the black belt. And she was very happy about that. She loved that. Now, not so much. So she's not happy that she lost a lot of that. But she's pretending she is because she literally has no choice in the matter. She has to pretend that she's excited. She is the one they went to when they were drawing this map and said, what do you want? And she chose her district. And now she's acting like she wants a different district. You can see on her Twitter profile, she says Selma native. Well, she lost Selma. So she's not happy about that, but she's pretending that she is. All of this is just a way to get a congressional seat without actually having to win it. That's all it's about. And they're going to get it. And if they don't, they've blown this opportunity. The courts have handed them a congressional seat. There is a 4-vote margin in the House of Representatives. And we saw that over the last week or so, how important that small margin is. Well, now the person that represents District 2, Barry Moore, has been drawn out of that seat. So now they have a pickup. So you might as well just consider a 3-vote margin. And then they're going to use this ruling and this decision to go all over the country and pick off Republican seats with racial gerrymandering. Make no mistake, that's all this is. This is racial gerrymandering, as the Attorney General of the state says, and they could take Congress by playing this game.